Commissioners approved a $500,000 payment to Takoda Collins' estate as part of a wrongful death lawsuit settlement.
The News Center 7 team has followed the story since 10-year-old Takoda Collins was murdered by his father in late 2019, and despite the family's situation being part of a children's services investigation and case.
The settlement of the Takoda Collins wrongful death lawsuit happened here, both sides agreeing. And today, county commissioners released this statement about that settlement and approved their share of the payment.
This is our portion of the overall settlement.
I move to approve.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
County commissioners approve a $500,000 payment to the estate of Takoda Collins. The money is the county's deductible. Their insurance company will pay the rest of the $3.25 million settlement for the wrongful death of the 10-year-old boy. The child's father, Al McLean, recently ended almost 2 years of legal battles with his guilty pleas for murder and several other charges. He received a maximum 51 years to life behind bars. Court documents showed that Takoda was kept in a dirty, locked, and dark attic and abused daily over the course of several years, often while naked. The coroner determined the 10-year-old's cause of death as blunt force trauma, along with compressive asphyxia and water submersion. A News Center 7 I-Team investigation showed that Dayton public school teachers and Takoda's mother made phone calls to police and children's services. CSB confirmed they'd had contact with the child and family. Their own investigation has led to internal changes, and state lawmakers are considering strengthening laws to force better communications among public safety and children's services agencies.
This was a senseless loss, and we all grieve for this child.
Our review of court documents shows that after legal and administration costs, Takoda's mother and grandmother will be awarded small amounts of money. The big beneficiaries of the settlement with the estate will be Takoda Collins' two half-brothers, 14 and 11 years old, and his 10-year-old half-sister. Each of those siblings will receive just over $572,000.
This really has hit all of us very hard.
Emotional commissioners pledged continuous community improvements to child safety in light of Collins' death.
We hope that the settlement brings some peace to this family, no question about it.
And I sincerely hope that Takoda's siblings are able to get through this tragic time.
The county administrator and county commissioners say they continue to review the child welfare system and children's services to make any improvements they can, while also pointing out that in Ohio, the state has final say in the child welfare system. In downtown Dayton, Mike Campbell, News Center 7.